Hey guys, so we got both cars coming up due for their services, so I just thought today I'll take you along with me and we'll just change both oils on each car and also give them a quick checkup. Now, I'm not a mechanic and this is not really advice, but you can find heaps of videos out there on YouTube that'll show you how to change your exact model of car's engine oil. It's relatively easy, and if you have the tools, the jacks or the ramps, it's a pretty easy job to do, and it's a good time to spend in the garage just chilling out. So we'll probably get the RX out first, just because it's been driven, so it's pretty warm. We'll just park it up and let it cool down for a bit, get a bit of space in this garage, and we might just start on the ISF, just get that up on the ramps and start draining it, because it has been sitting here for a while, so it's nice and cold. So yeah, we'll just start by moving the RX and then we'll go from there. So now I've got the car up on the ramps. Now's a good time to just get all your tools laid out and all the stuff you're going to need for the job. Because this thing takes 10 litres of oil, I've got a 10 litre oil bucket just to catch all the oil. It's a really good idea to clean the bucket before you drain the oil. That way you can see if there's any contaminants in your oil. Just a quick tip for you. So we'll start by laying all the tools and materials we're going to need on the bench. This includes oil filters and sun plug washers. The Lexus ISF and the RX350 both share the same sun plug washers. These are the part numbers for the filters and washers above. You're also going to need a socket set with an extension, a 10mm and a 14mm socket. I tend to find that you can take apart most things on this car just using those two socket sizes. You're also going to need an oil filter removal tool, and what I like to throw in as well, a fresh smelly thing. So once you have all your tools laid out, I'll start by undoing the sun plug washer. This will require a 14mm and an extension bit. You also want to check the orientation of your socket set before you start undoing the bolts, just because you're upside down and you don't want to risk the chance of having it going in the wrong direction and stripping the sun plug threads. It's probably best to have a rag ready when you do this as well, because as soon as the oil starts coming out, it does get messy. So this is a specific oil filter tool. I don't know what other cars it does, but Lexus RX models and ISF models use this specific filter removal tool. Just got it from Ryco. Because I'm like upside down, I like to just double check that I'm going the right way with the socket, like rotating it first before I click it in, just so you don't break anything. That is good. Was a bit tight. So once you start backing it off, just get your oil pan in there just to catch any oil. Because it's mounted sideways, it will leak, there's no way around it. And missed it. Sweet. Now that we got the oil draining underneath, it's actually a good idea to undo your engine oil cap. That just lets the air flow from the top, just lets it drain a bit smoother. So yeah, we're just going to do that, and while that's just loosely there, we're going to just inspect everything. So probably take off the cover, check the coolant level, check the brake level, brake fluid level, and check the air filter. We are going to change the air filter, but we'll check it anyway, just make sure it's all good. Yeah. So yeah, this is the new air filter. Got it from Lexus. Can't remember how much it was, but I'd say they, you know, being Lexus, they do charge a pretty hefty price for their parts compared to Toyota. But I just couldn't get this one from Toyota because they don't really stock it. So I'll just check the part numbers. So you can see Toyota 17801 38020, and we've got 17801 38021. So this is just the upgraded model. I think these are for RCF and GSFs as well. Just food for thought. So yeah, once this is all clean inside, you can pretty much pop this back in. Just gotta remember how it goes. So it doesn't go that way. This goes this way. So just make sure when you put it in, it seats really well, because you don't want any contaminants coming into it. So yeah, before I put this part on, I'm just gonna give the MAF sensor in there a bit of a clean. Just a good thing to do, because sometimes they get filled with gunk and then they give just bad readings. So once you got it off, just doesn't hurt to do it. There is a special mass airflow sensor cleaner that you can use. So this is specific for cleaning this sensor. Give it a bit of a shake, activate all the stuff inside, and I like to just spray a few just before you go spraying it on there, just in case it's got any dirt on it, and you'll just give it a bit of a spray. It's pretty much just like a glorified electrical cleaner, contact cleaner. So yeah, dries pretty quick. As you can see, that dried pretty damn quick already. It's really cold as well. So yep, we'll do that. I might just give this a bit of a wipe when I find my rag, that is. In the mass airflow the throttle body, before you stick your fingers in there, because it's electronic, it could activate, so disconnect the battery first. And for that, we'll need another 10mm. Cool. That's disconnected. We can just get our rag and some throttle body and carby cleaner. That works well, just to get all the dirt out of there so it's not sticky. Kind of look in there, still pretty clean from when I cleaned it last, but we're here now, so we'll just do it. Give it a quick clean.
See, he's busy.
Hi girls.
We'll go watch back, and when Dad's finished, we can boo Dad. Yeah?
So as you can see, not much dirt came off that. It's pretty clean, still gold. Yeah. Let's give it one more spray for good luck, but I don't think you're gonna get much more out of that. It's good to keep your maintenance on this with this, because it just, if it's sticky, the quality of the ride with you everyday driving, especially in traffic, just becomes pretty shit. Trying to get smooth takeoffs and stuff like that. So yeah, that's all done. We'll just make sure the inside of this pipe's nice and clean as well, which it pretty much is, and we'll put everything back together. Give it a quick wipe as well. So yeah, I do take the car to, well, I take both cars to the dealership every 2 years, and then they just give it a good thorough checkup as well. But yeah, going every year, and I like to service the cars at every 5,000k intervals as well. So if you go every year, that's a lot of money, especially if you're taking it to Lexus, because they charge nearly, well, for this it's pretty much $500 a service just for your basic service. And then any additional stuff is obviously extra money as well. So stuff like this is all additional, so they'll charge more money for it. So it's good. Stuff like this you can do yourself, so you don't really need to involve the dealer. Nothing is overly complicated as well. Just for like regular servicing, like your oil and your air filter, stuff you can do yourself. Just a couple of bolts, undo some stuff, drain some stuff, and just make sure you fill it back up right. And if you need to know what oil you need, just literally look in your service manual. It will tell you what oil, what's recommended, and how much as well, like quantity wise, which is pretty handy. Best not to over tighten these as well. Like you want them tight but not like overly tight, because you'll end up breaking something, especially that, because that's plastic, so you will snap it, then you need to buy a new one, and they could be very expensive. So that's the part number for the ISF filter. Get these from Toyota, because if you get them from Lexus they're about $50. Get them from Toyota, they're about $34 or $33. You can just tell, same part numbers, just different brands, different dealerships, and the price just bumps up because it's Lexus. So yeah, new filter, just check the condition of it, make sure the rings and everything are in good condition. That's another reason why I like to get multiple, because sometimes, I haven't had it happen to me, but if you get one that's messed up, now you got to leave your job to go get another one, or you won't notice it and then you put it in and you could probably damage your engine. So just check it. Make sure it sits right as well. This is spring loaded. And then for this, actually, they always make these so hard to come off. When you fold it back like that, it doesn't seal properly anymore. Strange. Yeah, I always run Castrol. I don't know if it really matters between the brands, but I just use Castrol. I'm a big fan of Mighty Car Mods, as you can tell. So they run Castrol, I run Castrol. Don't know if it's better or worse. No, not really, but it's oil. Change it every 5,000 Ks and you should be okay. Just got to make sure when you put this ring on, you put it in the right spot. There is a little instruction manual that comes in the box, so you can see exactly how you're meant to put the filter in and how you're meant to put the ring in, and also don't twist it. So yeah, try and avoid twisting it. So yeah, just make sure that's seating properly the whole way around. Give it heaps of oil as well. Otherwise, if you don't, when you go to tighten it up, it'll just catch with the friction and then seal poorly, and then you get oil leaks and all sorts of stuff. So none of what you want. So just heaps of oil. More oil the better. Some people say it's too much oil, but it doesn't really matter. Cool. So yeah, just gonna clean this filter housing off, the filter threads. Give it a bit of a clean. Shouldn't be much on there apart from oil. You shouldn't have any contaminants in here, to be honest. If you do, that's a problem, obviously. So yeah, give it a good clean. As you can see, that's pretty clean. Do the outside as well. Cool. And then I'll just get the filter housing and we'll pop that in. So yeah, heaps of oil on it. Threads. Just get some on there as well. Not too much, obviously. Cool. And then gently put it back in. Screw it in by hand as well, like. I screw it in by hand as far as I can go before I start using any sort of tool. Because if you fuck this up, if you mess this up, it could be bad. And I don't know how hard it would be to replace a filter enclosure. So that's all the way in. No more threads left. And I've done it all by hand as well. Then just grab that tool again. And we'll just give it a bit of a tighten. Just got to get it on the right way. That's the right way there. It's locked in. Chuck your tool on. Make sure it's going the right way. Then give it a bit of a, not too tight, but just snug. So that's pretty good. Not going anywhere. Cool. So now that that's done, we'll put some oil in there. Just make sure your oil funnel is very clean, obviously, because you're putting fresh oil in there, especially if this has been sitting around in the garage for a while. It's got dust, it's got sand, it's got all sorts of stuff on it, so give it a nice good clean. Yep, sweet, pretty clean. We'll crack open some oil and fill it up. This one's handy because it actually screws into the funnel, to the hole for the oil filler, I should say. So it takes about 9.8 liters of oil. So I've got 5 liters here and another 5 liters. Just make sure you got the right stuff. So this is 10 weight 30, just for this particular model. Obviously, whatever climate you're in will drastically change what you should be putting in here. But I'm in Australia, warm climate, so I shouldn't need to use anything lower than 10W30. Also, pour your oil on the side, then it'll avoid it from gulping as you pour. So if you turn the can to the side and pour like that, it won't gulp. It's a quick tip for you. So that's 5 liters, and then we'll just put 9 more liters, let it settle down. 4 more liters, let it settle down, and then we'll slowly fine tune it just so we get it in the full line. Also, a good time now would be jump under the car and check to make sure there's no leaks. So yeah, that's the coolant all filled up. Don't know if you can see that. I'll try and sneak you in down there. Filled up the coolant to the full line. Just gonna have a quick look in between all the crevices and stuff, just to make sure there's no pink fluid or fairy floss looking stuff around, because that's a common issue with these. And it's sort of just a thing that it happens when it happens. Luckily I haven't had to deal with it yet, but I feel like it's coming soon. So yeah, just checking through, just making sure there's no pink stuff in any of the valleys or anywhere like that. We'll also check underneath the car once we put all the oil together, and check the brakes, which is just under max. I do need to do a brake service on this because it's been about 3 years. And then yeah, as I was saying, check your battery terminals, make sure they're tight, no wiggles, because it will throw up codes and weird stuff, and then you'll be paying the mechanic a lot of money just for him to tell you that your battery terminal's loose. So just check it yourself, check everything. Yeah, can't really see any pink fluids. I will be doing the spark plugs next. I'm just going to save that for another time because it's quite intensive of a job. So we'll do that at a different time. We're also low on water, so we might just put some water in there. So once that's done, we'll just follow the same order, just on the RX350. Everything should be the exact same process, so follow the exact same order in the video.